Lonely Unhappy HORRORween. Let's get down to beeswax. Stick to the topic of the day. And I'm not really unhappy today, but I'd say before this very day, I have been unhappy my entire existence. Even dating back to kindergarten and first grade. It's eerie. I have photos and memories of trying to make that best friend, that connection. The best friend in life. Always being alone and unloved. Those are the key words. Heartbreak, loneliness, unloved, all equal into pain. And the head honcho, the man of the hour, or it could have been a woman of the hour. Sorry, Mikey boy, rode down bipolar. Shout out number 2. This time you're not the man of the hour, but because this is about heartbreak and you have love. This is about a little-known fictional character. We're going to go through the psychology of fiction. They say truth is stranger than fiction. Well, there's truth in fiction. We're going to break it down mentally ill style. The psychology of the fictional characters. So, the star of the hour is a little-known character that I've grown fond of in Once Upon a Time called Rumpelstiltskin at your service. I'm gonna get into the character. Rumpelstiltskin was also known as the town coward. This better be filming. The town coward. The royal family comes over, tells him, we're going to take your son tomorrow. He makes him bow down and kiss his boot, and he kicks him. Before he became Rumpelstiltskin, they were going to take his son. Before he became Rumpelstiltskin, his wife, the mother of his child, he thought that Captain Hook, before Captain Hook became Hook, was stealing his wife. So he went to the ship. And he thought all the years that they kidnapped his wife. His wife was having an affair with Hook. He finds out years later. I'm gonna lose my voice. I'm getting upset here. Rumpelstiltskin, before he became he went from being powerless and abused and kicked around and beaten his entire life. I went through the same thing till he finally went from... They say power gets a bad rap. They say power will change you. It doesn't matter if you're the Dalai Lama or the Pope. Power is like E equals MC squared of wow, I'm brain fried. Albert Einstein. Power is energy. Powerlessness is no energy. It's like E equals MC squared. I'm gonna lose my voice if you keep hitting me. So everybody needs power. What would you do? You're watching this. You're powerless your entire life. And I've been powerless my entire life. And now I finally get a little taste. Yeah, power will change you. It's an energy. Powerlessness will change you too. That's the whole point of how people become powerful. So Rumpelstiltskin Rumpelstiltskin was a product of heartbreak. We're going to get into the breakdown. He was powerless his whole life. He became the Dark One, powerful all of a sudden. And he wanted to hold on to that power. He was heartbroken. The woman of his child that vowed till death, we don't part at death. We go on, we meet in the afterlife. There is no till death do us part. That's where it gets wrong, the holy matrimony. No, the goal is to meet in the afterlife where we don't have this human world that rips love apart in our way. We're boundaryless in the afterlife. So, that's the story of Rumpelstiltskin. He became powerful. Then later he finds love. Someone loves him again. He kept her broken cup. He thought that she died. Then the evil Queen Regina. Here you see how it's all linked to heartbreak. The evil Queen Regina. This is the Snow White story, once upon a time, that I got into after I just went through brutal heartbreak of being in love with my therapist for over a year and a half, realizing that I was in a state of heartbreak because I fell in love with her at first sight. She enchanted me. As soon as I laid eyes on her, I fell in love with her. I couldn't help it. I realized after I left the therapy community 2 months ago that my heart was a prisoner. No one's at fault, it just happened. So now I'm at a place where love is like kryptonite, because it's going to come and it's going to leave. It's going to leave you in the dust. It's going to leave you broken. Edgar Allan Poe has the famous quote. Something like this. I was never really truly insane, except for moments where my heart had been touched. Drove him insane. He'd been through the ring. Edgar Allan Poe's a good one. Evil Queen Regina wasn't always evil. She was a product of... She was actually an angel. And you know what happened? She was in love with the horse boy. They wanted to run away. Queen Regina was an angel. Her mom was the evil one. And parents out there, be good to your kids, man, because the evil mother of Regina. So this is the story. So little Snow White is in danger. So Angel Regina saves child Snow White, right? So Snow White, as a kid, her father is the king. So now the king wants to meet the woman that saved his daughter's life. So the king comes around, people that abuse power. You know what? The king's going to force Regina to marry her. The evil mother of Regina says, oh, you're going to marry her. So when the evil mother finds out that her daughter's in love with the horse boy, the mother kills her one true love. You see the equation? Pain, heartbreak. You don't know what the equation, what the person is going to end up like. So far, so good. I'm a community, charity, activist. Everything's good. The heart is healing and be locked away. Give it up to God. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Nothing to feel bad for me about. It's like the Joker. I am not someone who is loved. I'm an idea. I'm a state of mind. He induces a state of mind in people, but no one actually loves him. That's another character, my favorite #1 character of all time that gets a bad rap, is the psychology. He got tired of being in danger his entire life, so he became the danger. You understand what I'm saying here? Rumpelstiltskin at your service. So those are some of the characters to break down here. That the fiction characters are so real because human beings, you can't see the psychology, the behind the scenes of their true lives to get a real reading of human psychology. So writers take you on a journey of human psychology. So if you really want to understand human psychology, you better get into film. Okay? What are the characters I look at? All products of heartbreak. We're going to give you the rundown. This better not in the camera, am I? I ruined it. The Punisher. They killed his family. Elizabeth Salander, the girl with the dragon tattoo. One of my inspirations. She's 90 pounds. The world just keeps on pushing at her. They just wouldn't stop. Beatrix Kiddo, Kill Bill. Oh, she went to get married and hide. Bill, they say if you love someone, you let him go. Bill killed her at her wedding while she was pregnant. Wouldn't you seek revenge of that? People don't understand revenge. The person that was hurt, whatever the consequences are, it's worth it. If you watch Kill Bill, there is no justice against evil. There's only revenge. She did what was right. Those assassins, they killed her while she was pregnant, killed the man that she loved, that she was going to marry. She wakes up in a coma after being abused in a coma. I don't even want to say it. She wakes up paralyzed. Remember the scene, wiggle your big toe. What would you do if you went through that? You're alive all of a sudden. It's simple. Batman. Product of heartbreak. They killed his parents. He became a vigilante. Deadpool. Daredevil. Jessica Jones. Do we gotta keep going? Over and out. Lonely, unhappy HORRORween. Pew, pew, pew.